Welcome, Namaskar, मैं हूँ Piya, and today we have the absolute honor of welcoming the Queen of Folk herself, the renowned and immensely talented Malini Awasthi, to our ITV Gold studio. With her soul-stirring melodies and deep-rooted connection to the folk traditions of India, Malini has captivated audiences around the globe, and let's get to know her as she talks about her remarkable journey and the cultural legacy she continues to preserve with unwavering passion. She will soon be visiting New York City for the Festival of Music organized by Indo-American Arts Council. So let's welcome Malini Awasthi. Namaskar and welcome to ITV Gold. कैसी हैं आप?
Namaskar, thank you so much. I am good and looking forward to visiting US and performing at New York.
We are also looking forward to see you performing.
Thank you.
So, मालिनी जी, हमारे ITV गोल्ड के दर्शकों को पहले आप अपने फोक म्यूजिक की जर्नी के बारे में बताएं.
Oh, see, folk journey is very long, and so has been my journey. It's been a long journey of realization, of learning, of respecting, because you can't unless you respect your traditions. You cannot follow the path that our ancestors have so wisely carved for centuries. So folk music, to me, I am born and brought up in Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh is a land of it's actually land of Ganges, Jamuna, art and culture. And it is very much here that you see the civilization, Indian civilization, the culture, it shaped up. And as I was growing, I was trained into classical music, Indian classical music, but I was also observing that largely our folk songs were not only ignored, underrated, but also hugely misinterpreted. People would not understand the lyrics and thus would not carry forward. And it's so important to carry forward the traditions. So I started telling people about a particular song. So it was not only about singing, it was also about sharing that wealth of knowledge hidden like a treasure in these songs. So it's been a wonderful journey, and I feel happy that I receive a lot of respect, love, and appreciation and support from the youth as well. Elders were happy that there was somebody taking it forward, and I am more happy to see young ones following the path. They are following traditions, they understand, and they tell me that now they can decode so many rituals after they've heard a particular song or a particular story that I may have narrated to them while during my performance. So it's been a wonderful journey, and I feel India as a civilization, we are the oldest living civilization, and one of the root causes for it is that our traditions have made it possible to hold on to our culture, our roots so strongly. So I feel very, very honored to be a part of that journey, where I think God has chosen me to carry forward the ideology, the philosophy, the way of life our ancestors, our grandmothers lived.
Very well said, and absolutely you are saying to carry forward the tradition. So आजकल के जो ये rapidly changing world में can you tell me like लोक संगीत को जीवित रखने के लिए कौन से like प्रयास किए जा सकते हैं?
सबसे पहले तो अपने घर से ही शुरू करें. घर में जो होता है उसको जारी रखिए. होता क्या है ना कि हमको तो दूसरे घर में होता अच्छा लगता है, खुद करने में इंसान जो है इजी वे आउट चाहता है. कोई भी चीज को संवार के रखना है. आपका अपना शरीर है, आपके अपना प्रिय वस्त्र है, बाकी छोड़िए, आपका अपना घर है, आपका अपना ड्राइंग रूम है, आप उसे कितना सजा के रखते हैं। कोई आने वाला होता है तो और अच्छे से सजाते हैं। तो त्योहार ट्रेडिशंस भी ऐसे ही हैं। दे नीड केयर एंड दे नीड नर्चरिंग, कंटिन्यूअस नर्चरिंग, और वो होने में तो थोड़ी मेहनत और थोड़ा लगना पड़ता है. सो आई थिंक अनफॉर्चुनेटली एवरीबडी फील्स इट्स ऑल ऑब्सलीट, इट हैज नो मीनिंग, नो रेलेवेंस, तो सब छोड़ते. यूएस में हमारे बहुत जो भरतवंशी हैं, उनमें दोनों एक्सट्रीम्स मिलती हैं. मैंने ऐसे ऐसे त्योहार मनाए हैं परदेश में कि मैं देख करके आदर होता है कि किस तरह से हमारे भरतवंशियों ने, जो हमारे इमिग्रेंट्स हैं, उन्होंने शायद इतने उत्साह से भारत में नहीं मनाते होंगे जितने उत्साह से यहाँ मनाते हैं. तीज त्योहार सब कुछ, लेकिन जो छोटे छोटे पर्व है वो सब उनके छूट गए, क्योंकि वो मेंटेन रह सकते हैं परिवार से, जॉइंट फैमिली से. जब तक 3 पीढ़ियां एक साथ नहीं रहेंगी तो बताने सिखाने वाला कौन होगा. सो अनफॉर्चुनेटली दैट्स अ बिग प्राइस वन हैज टू पे फॉर लाइफ अवे फ्रॉम होम. ट्रेडिशंस के कस्टोडियंस हमारे बड़े बुजुर्ग हैं. सो आपने पूछा करें आप क्या चाहिए, आई थिंक इट हैज टू बिगिन फ्रॉम होम. यू हैव टू स्टार्ट understanding the root reason for why a festival is celebrated, and then do it, because ultimately every festival, every tradition has very positive you know I would say not meaning, but the purpose behind it was to get the community together, or to tell largely about what our philosophy is. So I think it all begins at home, irrespective of which part of India you come from or which part of world you come from. I think every family, every culture, every country has a culture, have traditions, and it's nice to worship them. It's nice to follow them, because after all, हम हैं कौन, हमारी पहचान क्या है, what makes us Indian, what makes us a particular person. आज आप मुझसे बात कर रही हैं, मेरी पहचान क्या है, मेरी पहचान, मैं भारत के गीत गाती हूँ, और भारत के वो गीत गाती हूँ जो किताबों में भी नहीं है, जिन्हें रिकॉर्ड कंपनीज ने भी रिकॉर्ड नहीं कभी करने की सहमत उठाई. ये वो गाने हैं जो कहीं आर्काइव्ड भी नहीं है. ये ओरल ट्रेडिशन के हिस्सा है, जो ढोलक पे ऐसे ही गाते आते पूरे जीवन को जीते हुए, पानी बरस रहा है तो किसान गीत गा रहा है, बेटी की पहली बार हल्दी चढ़ी है तो उसकी माँ दादी बुआ मिल करके गीत गा रही है, कुआं पूजने जा रही है, बिकॉज दे वर्शिप नेचर, दे रिस्पेक्ट वाटर बॉडीज, तो उसके लिए गीत गा रही है. सो इट्स अ वे ऑफ लाइफ, एंड आई हैव ट्राइड टू respect it, and from that respect has come the urge to share my happiness and the wonder that is India with my listeners.
And yes, you will be sharing that happiness here also at Indo-American
Yes,
Arts Festival. So tell me, as you said, it's happiness for you. What else does it mean for you to be sharing that, event, like Indo-American Arts Festival ka jo event hai idhar? So what does it mean for you?
See, I feel very happy that music in general has never had boundaries. It is we have classified in Indian classical, like this is folk, this is dance, this is theater. But as per se, music has never believed in compartmentalization, because it's just music, it's just expression. So I feel very happy that this particular festival is dedicated to one of the great giants of Indian music, who spent his life in spreading Indian classical music to common man. Vijay Kachroo ji is dedicated to him. I feel very happy that I'm part of such festival. And then Ustad ji, Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Sahab is going to perform, and I'm also going to perform in the very same festival. And I remember that we performed, there was an event in Delhi, and it was a launch of a calendar, I guess. And I was, when I saw the galaxy of stars sitting in front of me. Amjad Ali Khan Sahab with his wife, and then Mrs. Pandit Sukanya Ravi Shankar ji was there, Pandit Rajan Sajan ji, and galaxy of stars. They were all great artists. And I thought, what is it that I can sing for them? What is it that they haven't heard before? And I performed pure folk from Awadh. And when I ended my, performance, they just stood up and went on clapping for half and 15 minutes. And they said that this is something we have never heard before. What I'm trying to say is that ultimately folk is where it all began from, whether it is theater, whether it is classical, whether it's instrumental music. So I'm very happy that Indo-American art culture this year in New York has tried to bridge that gap. It's showcasing pure Indian classical and has requested me to perform Indian folk as well. And I think that is ultimate, respect for music, because when you respect and believe in traditional folk music, like Kumar Gandharv did, like Pandit Ravi Shankar did, these two stalwarts always said and believe that there is no Indian music without Indian folk music. And since I believe in it so much, I feel very happy such a prestigious institution who's curated this festival in honor of Pandit Vijay Kachroo ji has asked Amjad Ali Khan Sahab and me to perform in the same festival. So I'm really looking forward. And New York, I recall I performed way back in 2004. So there's been a long, long gap. In between, I performed, keep regularly performing at Philadelphia. I performed at LA. Last year, I performed at Miami also. So I'm really looking forward to my friends. Some of them I recently performed here at Gurgaon, and somebody told me that her friends called her to tell that Malini is visiting in the US, and we are going to listen to her on the 12th. So it was nice to see that people are, looking forward to the concert, and so am I.
I also have watched one of your performances, and I think आपकी performance जो होती है हमेशा बहुत ही unique और memorable होती है. तो आप अपनी performances को ऐसे unique and memorable, how do you make them like that?
I think it has to come from within. Like I never decide what I have to sing. Never ever. So अभी भी मेरे लिए challenge यही है कि musicians हमारे अपने हम उसी दिन मिलेंगे, उसी दिन रिहर्सल करेंगे. So when I'm asked for a set of songs that I'm going to perform, I get very uneasy because it's so natural. At random, I just decide on stage what to sing. And when I say this, what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm a very spontaneous person, and I think folk has to be like this. It has to be felt deep within, and I have to become that person who, wrote this song generations ago. So I become that person, that farmer in the village, that lady, that young girl who's getting married, a young bride, a mother-in-law who's, just nursing her grandchild. So I try to become that person. I don't know how it comes, but I just feel I become that person. And when it happens, obviously, I think that song takes it forward. So my performance takes it forward. I think I do nothing. I just become that song that I'm rendering right there. So I think that's how the performance becomes unique, because there is so much of freshness and there's so much of natural element in it, that there is no you can see for yourself when you see on the 12th. I mean, I can only say on my part that there is nothing planned, and the feel that exists inside, the respect and that for the Indian festivals, traditions and culture, I think it all comes very, very naturally on stage. I think that is what makes it unique. और क्या हो इसका, मैं तो और कोई रीजन नहीं सोच सकती.
Absolutely. So tell me, for the 12th of August, you have this musical concert with IAAC. So what can our audience expect from you? Any surprises? And if you can give us a little teaser right now, that would be awesome.
This is my fifth foreign tour this year, so I have been observing. Um, it's amazing to see people already ready with their farmaishe. So it makes me very happy. I was in London last week, and I was happy to see somebody just rose up from the seat and said, Kachori Galis, just sing Kachori Gali. And I was so happy to hear that. Kachori Gali is a very famous Kajari, my rendition. So I think social media has, the popularity, I think, of the songs has really reached out across the oceans, even to US and London and every part of the world. So I will be performing a Tumri at Dadra and Kajri as we are celebrating monsoon seasons back home in India. And we've received very good rains this year. I think the whole world has. And so I think I'll be performing seasonal songs and few of my very hit songs, and I will try to give some interesting aspect also of folk music, how a particular raga can be, a folk tune can be a source of so many compositions. I'll try to make it package it interesting so that the listener, the audience will listen to it and will come back to realize that music is just one. And my intention will be, of course, which is the idea behind the performance, is to make people feel proud of India, feel proud of music, feel them connect back to their home. If I can take them all back home during that 1.5, 2 hour of performance, I will think my job is done.
Would you like to sing something?
सैया मिले नज कैया मैं का करूं, सैया मिले नज कैया मैं का करूं, सैया मिले लड़कैया मैं का करूं, सैया मिले नज कैया मैं का करूं. So this was a teaser, and please join me on the 12th to hear me out, and let's meet and get to know each other.
Lastly, I want to ask you any messages you want to give out to the younger generation, especially living in US.
Remain connected to your roots. That's my message, because I do understand modern life has so many challenges. But at the same time, modern life has made life easy also to remain connected. And the least you can do is do your job, pursue your dreams, be wherever you want to throughout the globe, wherever you want to, because migration or moving away from home has been a very basic character of human being. We have so many songs on migration. So migration happens even back home in India. People move from village to towns to metro cities, and then at times they're not able to come back from Bombay to their villages. So even if you're young, even if your job takes you to any part of world, just try to remain connected to your family and your roots, because in due course of time, that is what will stay with you. That is what you will be missing out upon. And that is the only thing, most valuable thing, that you will be sharing with your children. So that's my message. Be any part of the globe, be part of your culture, whichever culture you follow.
And before I say thank you to you and all the best to you, would you like to invite our audience to your Yes, go ahead.
Please, please, please. So this is Malini Awasthi requesting all music lovers to kindly join me on the 12th. Uh, the program curated and organized by Indo American Art Council. And please join the concert to enjoy the rich heritage and traditions of Uttar Pradesh folk music. I can guarantee you that I know a lot of artists keep visiting US, and there are songs you heard and you keep listening every time, but I can guarantee you I will be singing songs which will be fresh to you, new to you, which talk about family, culture, our festivals, our great traditions, and will tickle you, maybe make you shed a tear, will take you back to your village. Look forward to seeing you on the 12th.
Thank you so much, Malini ji, and wish
Thank
you
you.
all the best and looking forward to seeing you on 12th.
Looking forward. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.